foggy, so kind of on par for the spooky vibe. Tomorrow's Halloween, but we're in a tree, so I'm excited about that. It's pretty rainy. It rained the last 2 days, and obviously it's kind of carrying over. Humidity's really high, but we're in a spot called Mom's spot, basically, because my mom was here when we kind of set it up, and it's now cut corn, but it was corn this year. We planted like a mini strip of brassicas right on this edge underneath us, so kind of just pulls them over here. There's a scrape on the corner, and deer hit it all the time, so we got northwest winds, and I figured this was a good spot for the wind that we have now. I really haven't sat here at all this year, so kind of just seeing what's gonna come through. We had a little buck come through like very early this morning, so hopefully that's a good sign that they're moving. What's going on? There's no deer. They don't exist. At least not right here. We're gonna get down and go dry out a little bit because it's very wet. And we didn't think it would be that wet, so. It's like 10:15 now. So we're gonna go dry out for like an hour and then switch stands. There seems to be a lot of activity on the other end. My cameras are kind of going off, and I sat there the other day and there was a bunch of deer over there. I saw a hot doe, the little buck kind of harassing her, so I think that's just where we need to be. We got a northwest wind. It's like switching pretty much straight west, and that's like perfect for over there, so that's the plan. No, it's a buck. Let me see. That rhino's here. Okay, he went over the top. Maybe we should have got down at like 9. Because now they're gonna move. Straight west. Honestly, I have a few stands we could sit with the west wind. Hey, all aboard the deer train. All aboard the deer train.
You too.
I'm gonna leave without you. Got deer to shoot. It's now 1:17. The fog finally lifted, and we got dried out. So now we're back in a different tree. This is a really good spot historically. I killed swoops out of it, and then I almost shot short twos out of it also. So it's just a nice little corner stand, ag field behind me, just corn this year. And then there's just a pretty major trail system that kind of runs north and south up this finger ditch on the other side, and then there's more ag way over, so it's a nice just little, they run it all the time. I anticipate a lot of the deer to come actually from the south. We'll see, but usually that's what they do. But we got a west wind, just about straight west now. So typically what the bucks will do is run this east edge and just check the whole edge of it, because there's a food plot like way on the other side, so they can pretty much smell anything that's over on this side. So I think that's why it's usually pretty good, but we'll see if they're moving today. I hear some turkeys, so they might move in on us first.
This afternoon was more eventful than this morning. Had two little younger bucks come in. The one is gonna be really nice, I think, if he makes it in a couple more years. He's super tight, but like really tall, and he's just cool looking. Bedded down like right next to one of the scrapes. So that was cool just to see him kind of chill out. The other buck was trying to pick us off the whole time. He was onto us, but luckily he didn't. And then just two other fawns. So that's pretty much it. They weren't really fired up or anything. They were all kind of just hanging out, feeding. So I don't know if just maybe a dip in pressure, they're just not moving a ton. I mean, the weather today was kind of wonky, but we'll see. I think tomorrow's supposed to be really nice though, so maybe they'll be moving. That's really it. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.
is 10 o'clock and we're gonna switch spots. I haven't seen anything here. And I really would like to get set up in the other tree. It's actually the tree that I shot short twos out of. Because I think there's a good chance for midday movement over there because it's really tight to bedding. So I want to get over there sooner than later. So that's the plan. If I don't fall out of this tree from the wind blowing, we might have a good chance of seeing something. I'm basically only hunting one deer this year, and he was my number 2 target buck last year, and I ended up killing my number 1 and number 3. That's crazy to say, but in Iowa I am very picky because I can be. So anyway, this buck that I'm hunting, last year was the first year I knew about him, but he was mature. I don't know if he just decided to kind of move over onto my place, but he stayed, and this year he's still around. So I named him Split 3 just generically because that's just a way to identify him. But this year he doesn't have a Split 3, so I think I'm gonna rename him Harley for Harley like motorcycle, because he has 2 basically handlebars coming off of his G2s this year. Super pretty deer, mainframe 9-point with just a bunch of flyers. So that's the main deer that I'm targeting. He's kind of been all over, not consistent, but he is moving, and the rut's obviously here, so I'm just hoping that I can get on him pretty soon. Where we're sitting tonight is a stand that I almost killed him out of last year. Actually had him at like 30 yards, but he was with a doe and she picked me off. It's a little bit exposed, but it's a good spot, so it's kind of one of those you just have to be ready. So yeah, that's kind of the backstory on this deer. I've only known him since last year, but it'd be really cool to see him at least. So we got the right winds tonight, we'll see.
I see him.
I really hope I don't regret that. That's Pisa. He's ancient. If he wasn't broke off, I think I would have shot him. But he broke off his brow tine and I think his G4. He's been around forever. And I passed him last year too, because he wasn't anything special, but he got super wide. I'm shaking for that, I'm not gonna lie. That was cool.
So that was an amazing sit. Didn't necessarily expect to see him, but he always lives kind of in that area, so not surprising, but a very hard pass. And I know everybody's gonna be like, oh my gosh, why did you pass that deer? And the reason is because like anywhere else, I obviously would have shot him a million times over, but I just really love the management style of Iowa and having a lease that I can kind of do what I want with, and I have a bigger deer that I'm pursuing currently, so it really isn't about the antlers, but at the same time, I really love hunting a specific deer and figuring out that one deer and what that deer is doing and trying to get on a specific buck versus oh, this is just one that came by. Anywhere else for sure would have shot him, but it's just kind of a goal for me to figure out bucks and really learn about individual deer. And that's what's exciting about short twos and swoops and the 10. All those deer are deer that I specifically targeted and figured them out, and I just that part of the hunt is what I really love about hunting. It's not necessarily shooting a big deer, but obviously that's also my goal because I moved to Iowa to shoot big deer too. So yeah, hard pass, but I actually truthfully would shoot him in gun season, just because he's super old and obviously super cool. But with a bow, I just really am kind of picky, so it's kind of why. I really hope I don't regret it, but I'm okay with my decision. But it was really awesome to see him. So we're going home. Gonna go back at it tomorrow. We just drove out the field and there's already bucks on does. So hopefully tomorrow's pretty good. I think it will be.
Happy November. Special time of year. They're chasing all over. And we just need a big one to come running by. We are back in my swoops stand. It's flirting with wanting to rain today, and I don't have great access to some of my north wind spots. So I wanted to come in here because there's a lot of west in it, so I feel really good about a west wind here. It's starting to rain already. But the other night we sat here and had a lot of well, not a lot, I guess some action. And so I thought maybe trying here in the morning, because I have not sat here in the morning yet. So far, Buck's already chasing a doe, so hopefully that's a good thing and it pans out and we don't get too wet. Because it's cold. That is now the second deer I've ever rattled in. I don't do it much though, to be fair, so. Our wind is getting too north. I think we should probably get down soon.
Guess who this is? It's hard to tell because he snapped it off. Pizza. Does this look familiar?
Yeah, it does.
Just got cracked. This is the deer that I passed yesterday. Maybe last year, maybe year before. I'd have to look at pictures. I was even thinking that, but I never found any of his sheds. This looks like it got ran over. I probably ran it over, honestly.
I was gonna say you've had to have driven past it a bunch.
Literally, that's why I was kind of shocked that it was right there on top of the grass. But like, I mean, he's bigger than this now, but not by much. Maybe here. Might have like 6-inch G2s. Maybe 7, I don't know. Pretty neat. That's a cool find.
Well, we are back in the tree that we were in last night. And I don't know if you can tell, but it is raining. And it's cold. And I'm underdressed. I'm cold. But the wind that we had this morning was west-northwest. And it was perfect, but it shifted to north-northwest. And as you know, I rattled that last buck in and he got our wind pretty quick, so we decided we needed to move spots. I think honestly a north-northwest is the absolute best wind for this spot because it's gonna go straight down this field in the wide open where most deer are not gonna travel. They usually hug the edges. So, and then anything behind us is obviously safe, so I don't know if they're gonna be moving with this rain. They might not be. doing too much until it subsides, but I assume whenever it stops, they're gonna hit the scrapes pretty good, so never know. But we out of here.
Okay, heading home. Pretty slow sit, but it rained on us more than it was supposed to, so I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. But overall, the last few days have been good. I can tell bucks are moving around, so I think it's just a matter of like right place, right time, obviously. But they're moving more daylight, so it should be a good week coming up. I mean, it's November now, so it's kind of just an exciting time. So yeah, I think that pretty much is a wrap for this video, and I'm gonna keep hunting. Obviously, I got tags to fill. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, because it's the rut.